Before the boat tour started, we went with our tour guide in the market. It's called Palenque in Tagalog. And we did some grocery shopping for the lunch later on. Since we didn't really know what to get, we just told our guide to just get whatever that was good and what was needed. This market had supplies of freshly picked fruits, fresh fish, just caught the very same morning, and since many of the goods sold here comes from the supplier itself, they are being sold at an incredibly low price. We were met with a smile everywhere we went, and it was a really warm feeling to start off the day with.
As we were boarding the boat, there were authorities checking ship manifests, controlling passengers, and securing that everyone on board had life vests. The security protocols in Coron are really strict, but then again it's also really good as they prioritize people's safety.
This small protected marine sanctuary not far offshore from Makinit Hot Springs is a wonderland of colors and shapes, almost like swimming in a big aquarium.
We're now at Siete Pecados Marine Park. There's a lot of fishes down here. Let's just take a look down. Let's go. The entrance of Kayangan Lake was like something from Jurassic World. It felt somewhat ancient but incredibly beautiful. This is the most famous place in all of Coron, also dubbed as the cleanest lake in all of Southeast Asia. Before getting to the crystal clear lake, there is a 10-minute trail that we hiked through. At this small tall booth, we were required to pay an entrance fee of 300 pesos per person. Our tour guide swiftly took care of it as it was already paid by us when total payment for the tour was settled at the office in Coron town.
Really cool. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, wow. Dito muna. At the highest point of the path was the famous postcard view deck. There was a long line of other tourists waiting patiently for their chance of capturing this breathtaking scenery. We didn't mind because that meant more time enjoying the view, the massive cliffs, and the cavern behind us. We recommend that you go there during noon since everybody will be having lunch at that point, and you'll have a great opportunity of enjoying the overlook privately for a brief time.
See you, Owen.
When we got to the lake, it was somewhat crowded, but still very beautiful. It's like the cliffs are embracing the water and then it funnels out into this bigger lake. As you can see, everyone have life vests on, and that is because there was an accident here a year ago where some tourists had drowned and they had to close the whole Kayangan Lake for a couple of months. Therefore, all people that want to go into the water, they need to wear a life vest and also have a tour guide with them. There are many lakes in the Coron island that are off limits from tourists as they are sacred to the indigenous tribes of Coron. Folklore even tell tales of a giant octopus living here in the central lakes. Well, fortunately for us, we didn't see any giant octopus. Instead, we saw beautiful underwater moon-like landscapes.
This is a popular island hopping stop and stands out to its unique layers of fresh salt and brackish water. You need to climb over a jagged rocky wall that ends directly at the water edge. It's also an experience when you notice the temperature shifts underwater.
The water is so clear, you can just see right through it. It's just that I'm scared. That's all.
Private tour, it is highly recommended. You do everything at your own pace. You don't need to wait for others. You just go whenever you want to go. Highly recommended. Dimanglet Beach got on our list since we asked for a less crowded location. It took us about 30 minutes to go there from Barracuda Lake. It was a nice and steady boat ride, and we actually took a small nap to cope with the sun and the fully spec'd schedule. This is also the first beach we've been on since our arrival in Coron. An interesting thing about Coron is that beaches are not in abundance here. There are more lagoons and lakes where sharp cliff walls end right at where the water starts. So this was a very compelling stop in our boat tour.
For lunchtime, we asked our tour guide to go to a less crowded beach, and he took us to a wonderful place where there were only one other couple, and actually, I guess we crashed the beach, making noises and flying drones. And this beach is like a hidden gem. It's a small sandbar with white and crystal sand, and it feels really soft to our feet. We ate our lunch in so-called Barracuda, where we had protection from the sun while we were eating the wonderful food.
But now this is for tuna. We actually got this tuna for a good 220 pesos. And then the whole this is 180 pesos. That's an amazing price. Alright, peace out.
Where are you going? Wait for me. Don't go.
What's interesting in this lagoon, except for astonishing views, is that it's a place where salt and fresh water meets. Boats dock in one half and the other half is accessed by climbing over or swimming through a narrow crevice. Good thing to have in mind is that not dropping your GoPro when swimming in this half of the lagoon. There are many tourists that have dropped their cameras here and haven't been able to retrieve it since there is a 30 to 40 meters drop down to the bottom. So remember to have a tight grip around it when swimming over the deep ends of this lagoon. Also wear rash guards as there are many small jellyfishes around that give a quite uncomfortable sting. Nevertheless, this was paradise on earth and my favorite stop of the whole tour. The beauty of this place was just so stunning. It was perfect for getting your mind off work or other stressful obligations that you otherwise had in your everyday life back at home. For a brief 2-hour stay, we managed to get some amazing memories and will definitely come back here again in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this private boat tour episode and hopefully gotten some inspiration for your trip when visiting Coron. Please leave a like and hit the subscribe button as we will continue on with Coron Town Tour very soon. Stay tuned.